Today, the 7th day of the month of Adar. As we know, Zayin Adar is the day of Moshe Rabbeinu's birth, as well as Moshe Rabbeinu's physical passing from this world. The Gemara Saita says that Moshe Rabbeinu was born on a leap year. And as it says in Midrash Seichel Tov, that Rabbi Lezer Hamidoi is of the opinion that he was born on the 7th of Adar Aleph, the first Adar. Lends to say, since we know that Moshe Rabbeinu was born and passed on the same day, so his passing was also on Adar Aleph on the 7th day. What we need to understand is, from the moment of Moshe Rabbeinu's birth, as recorded in Parshas Shmos, till the end of the Devarim, every single Parsha has his name mentioned once or numerous times. In fact, according to the count, Moshe Rabbeinu's name is mentioned 613 times in the Torah. And this includes 27 times where it says Le Moshe, to Moshe. But Moshe is mentioned 613 times. The connection is obvious, 630 mitzvahs. Except for one Parsha, the Parsha of this week, where the Torah says, Va'ato tetzaves b'nei Yisrael, God tells Moshe Rabbeinu, you should command the Jewish people, they should bring you pure olive oil for lighting the eternal flame of the menorah. Commentators say, the reason why he's not mentioned in the Parsha is because when Moshe Rabbeinu said, when Moshe Rabbeinu was pleading for the Jewish people after the golden calf sin, and Moshe Rabbeinu said, if you're going to kill them, if you're going to destroy them, erase me from the Torah. So God said, one Parsha will not be mentioned. Why this Parsha? Explain commentators, because it is always read in proximity of the date of his passing of 7 Adar, and therefore this is the Parsha. But one wonders, because he passed away, shouldn't be mentioned anymore? And not only why not to mention, but this Parsha, he seems to be mentioned even more directly than ever. Many times in Torah is spoken in third person. Over here the Torah says, Va'ato tetzaveh, you, Moshe, without saying the name. But he speaks to Moshe directly, continuously in the Parsha, you, and you, and you, in a most direct, present fashion. So what is the idea? So the Rebbe explains it as following. The Zohar says, Tzadik di ispater ishtaker bekula alme yatem b'chayoy. When the tzaddik leaves physically this world, he's present in bekulu almin, in all the worlds, even more than during his lifetime. Which means that on one hand, the tzaddik's physical passing reflects his soul ascent to its spiritual essence, such that it utterly transcends visible manifestation in this physical world. Yet on the other hand, in its heightened condition, the tzaddik's soul is now fully accessible for all who wish to draw spiritual life and inspiration from him. It's completely not limited. And even more so than during his physical lifetime. Because he's no longer confined to a body. And therefore the tzaddik's influence is far greater than when he was limited to what he expressed in words and thoughts. So we understand, according to this, the reason why in this Parsha, the passing of Moshe Rabbeinu is hinted by the absence of his name, even while referring to him directly in the second person. By not mentioning his name, we indicate that the Torah says the following, that the name of a person is not his essential identity. That's not who he is. It's just a means by which we can identify him. But the personal command, the va'ato tetzaveh, this applies And this represents the passing of Moshe on the seventh Adar. On what level? Where the soul ascended from its external plane to the essence of you, to the essence of Moshe. And the essence of Moshe became revealed in even a greater degree than ever before. So therefore, the Torah says, you are going to command. And what is the commandment? Light the eternal flame. It is because of the essence of Moshe who is revealed, because of the essence of Moshe Rabbeinu who is present, in this physical world. The eternal flame of Klal Yisrael is burning, is lit, and is shining bright.